And what's happening here is that we are in game number 2 with Exiles on the blue side and SGS on the purple side. So let's just take this match away. No early level 1 invades coming into this game, and it does seem that SGS is poised for a little something coming in. A little bit less aggressive than what we saw in game number 1, but we may see a somewhat level 1 fight coming into this game.
So it does look like SGS will be poised around their own blue buff. ISG though, they are waiting around this tri-buff right now. We have seen a few teams go for that very late delay invade on blue buff. Could potentially see them pull that one off here. No, it just looks like they're just deciding to scout that one out. It's very interesting mind games coming up from these two teams, and it does look like they've done plenty of research into one another. The first game we saw double invade going along the same path, both stealing the red buff of the opposition. This time, ISG have gone to camp out that tri-brush, which the Singapore Sentinels used to invade from early on, but no response, and Singapore Sentinels just playing it safe and taking their own blue buff this game while putting a ward down on their own red to spot out any invade.
I don't know, if they were to invade this game, I feel that it won't be too bad just because it's not match point just yet, but it seems that both teams don't want to go for the invade at this point of time, and they will just be going their merry way into regular lanes in this game number 2. The teams are tied at 1 apiece, and whoever wins this game will take the lead in the series.
So this is interesting. Before Chowie was swapped to AD carry the first time round, he played a ton of Ziggs. And this is before the quality of life buffs the Ziggs got. And now that he's back on AP carry, swapping around with Chronix, he's been playing Ziggs once again, and he's been doing very well on that champion. A stark contrast is that BO3, we haven't really seen him play Mundo at all. He's never played Mundo in a competitive environment so far, as we see in bottom lane. Crazy Pineapple taking a little bit of harass coming in from the Taric and Lucian combo.
That's right, both Taric and Lucian, or at least Lucian, on Cryonics. Cryonics and Lucian has hit level 2, Kyling has just hit the level 2, so this is going to be a very dangerous time for both Crazy Pineapple and Scumbag. We're going to just keep watching this lane, the play comes out.
So Pineapple takes a ton of damage from that stun coming in from Kylie, and Lucian will follow up. A good, I feel like it's just won the push war there, managed to hit level 2 before Crazy Pineapple and Scumbag could, and we're able to abuse that and get some good damage down onto Crazy Pineapple. He should be able to lifesteal it up, or more of get some health on hit due to the new changes to the masteries and also the Doran's blade. He should be able to heal up just fine though, but still good trades coming in from the Singapore Sentinels down in the bottom lane.
Yeah, it does seem that that's the case. He will be able to lifesteal, does have those lifesteal, Quin's 4% lifesteal coming in for Crazy Pineapple, and there's not much action happening in this early game. Ziggs and Gargos lane is mainly just going to be a farm fest all day, but we do have Hallelujah waiting in the wings.
Pineapple's going to take a ton of damage from Cryonics and Kyling here. They're actually going to try and chase him down if I'm not mistaken. As you said though, Hallelujah was waiting in the wings for that, but still, it just shows how good Taric is of a pick right now for this bottom lane. Crazy Pineapple and Scumbag really cannot do anything to retaliate to this Dazzle combo coming in from SGS Kyling.
I like the fact that Kyling didn't really use his Shatter there when Crazy Pineapple was trying to trade. Whoa! Hallelujah actually shows his face if I'm not wrong.
It's high. It's like, hello guys, I'm in this brush. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I thought the moment he came out, oh, there we have it.
Crazy Pineapple actually has to use his dash to get away from this one. No Dazzle will come out from Kyling here, but wow! That piercing light will be enough to take him down incredibly low. He's just gonna dive on back to the fountain though.
1, 2...
Or not dive, just kind of plop into the pool of death there. Now Douchebag's gonna farm it up on the top lane. I want to see how BO3 is going to play this one. I do believe that Renekton does okay against Dr. Mundo, but Dr. Mundo, his regeneration is just incredibly strong.
41 HP for 5 seconds. Oh my goodness. Madrid, one more time. You're not a big fan of that.
I really don't like Magic's pickup in the competitive environment just because if you want to make jungling effective, you really need to help out the lanes as much as possible. And to do this, a lot of dueling will be involved. So you'll need those extra fighting stats to take on damage from the opposition. And Wriggle's Lantern doesn't give you much of that. It's more of a, if you're going to stay in the jungle and farm, fantastic item for you. Good on the Shyvana, I would say, but Lee Sin, you're meant to be one of the more aggressive junglers early on. As we see, Kylie is going to get a stun down onto Crazy Pineapple. He's going to get dashed, and it's Pineapple taking a ton of damage from Lucian. Now Thresh being the slight target from the two, but just a little bit of poke war coming back and forth between the spot lane duo.
Yeah, it seems that Crazy Pineapple as well as Scumbag will be able to win it out at this point of time. Kylie has opted for the red shield coming as his starting item, and just because we saw Crazy Pineapple get taken down low, he went back by. He has picked up that Vampiric Scepter.
So looking at the top lane, Douchebag is going to take a championship trophy to the face there. Chowie is going to walk on through this brush. It does look like Sentinels are going to rotate for a gank on the top lane. Renix has no idea what is about to hit him. BenW is being taken out really low, but he does have that regenerative stat going down from his ultimate. Hallelujah and SGS Chowie going to come in here. Douchebag flash onto BenW. He's going to take it out really low, but Douchebag is going to get picked up for first blood by Chowie there. Great fight coming out for the single Sentinels. Renekton tried to salvage it, but was not able to do so.
I like the decision for Douchebag to go in the flash and ignite to try to take down BenW, just because BenW has already plotted Sadism ultimate. Hopefully he could get the kill out of that one because he knew that he was in trouble. No one to spot that rotation coming out from both Chowie as well as Hallelujah, and they pick up the easy first blood. But a good decision coming out from Exiles. They rotate down onto Dragon and pick that one up.
So I like the rotation there from the single Sentinels and the counter rotation from ISG. As you said, they rotated around to the Dragon Pit and were able to pick that one up. I want to see as well if Winterlicker was able to counter away blue buff, because he was hovering around the blue buff of the Singapore Sentinels. He may have been able to pick that one up there. Cryonics is actually sitting on about 17 to 18,000 gold coming to this game. He has not gone back to buy, and neither has Kylie. So we're gonna wait and see what this bot lane decides to do. Winterlicker was not able to pick up that blue buff there. He was over in that pit for some time. Surprised he did not do so. He's been doing a little bit of counter jungling in this game, which has made the Wriggle's Lantern okay for him so far. He has 32 minion score, so if his Lee Sin continues to farm in the jungle in this manner, he will be able to pick up a little bit of gold from that Wriggle's Lantern. However, Hallelujah has really made his presence felt so far, almost helping out with a gank onto Crazy Pineapple, and also was able to assist in the kill at top lane with the aid of Chowie as well.
That's right. At this point of time, we do have Winterlicker spending a lot of his early gold, 2,200 gold, actually ahead of Hallelujah at this point of time, mainly into that Wriggle's Lantern. So Hallelujah has been trying to make a little bit more impact in the lanes in itself. It does seem that it's paying off overall for the rest of the laners. He does fall behind slightly, so if Winterlicker is able to go in with that like 1v1 item advantage, we may see him try to pull off some form of either counter jungle or at least a gank.
Want to see what he's going to do. He does safeguard onto a pink ward, picks someone up, uses his resonating strike to get a little bit of extra attack speed to take that one down a bit faster. Wondering if Hallelujah could actually duel out Winterlicker here, because he won't have a little bit more damage from the Doran's Blade and a bit more regenerative stats, but the armor from Wriggle's Lantern, I still feel it's okay for Lee Sin, and the attack speed as well. As we see Douchebag and BenW going to battle out, both popping their ultimates here. BenW though, better be careful, because Douchebag will continue to stay healthy. BenW has to consistently use health to get damage down onto Douchebag. We already see that Douchebag's so healthy, gets the stun down to BenW. Not able to cull the meek there though, and will not be able to do much else. There's just going to be a brawl back and forth between these top lane champions. I feel like BenW has the chance to ramp up as Hallelujah is waiting in the wings. The ward will spot him out if he moves any further down though.
Yeah, I'd like to point out something that has happened in the 3.15 patch. Previously, the Spirit Stone items give some health regen as well as mana regen, but coming in the 3.15 patch, as you can see here, or as you cannot see since it's blocked by the overlay, basic attacks against monsters deal additional magic damage as well as heal for just a little bit. So regeneration itself only works on the monsters this game, and we may see a gank happen at top.
So it did look like Hallelujah wanted to help BenW out in this top lane. BenW was taken down to about half health. Thus he needed the jungler to come up and help out. As we see the Death Sentence goes under Chronix, he's gonna get flayed backwards. A ton of damage is going on to Exhaust is down. Barrier has been popped. Pineapple should be able to take it down with ease here. So you see the last ditch attempt from the culling out of Chronix, tried to get some damage down to Pineapple. Meanwhile, Chronix being flanked as well. Here comes the Mega Inferno Ball, will not hit Crazy Pineapple as he does flash out of that one, but will deter them from picking up the kill onto Kyling there. So a good trade for ISG there.
That's right. What happened there was that a very clutch depth sentence landed onto Cryonics. The box came out very easy, but here we have Hallelujah going into Cataclysm.
Microlattice does get shut down by that Cataclysm. Chowie's going to put that bouncing ball, will not hit. He flashes over with the Ignite. The auto attack should be enough to take down Gragas. Chowie will pick up the kill onto Microlatios, and now we see a few kills thrown back and forth between the two teams, and good plays coming out from them so far.
That's right. I felt that Chowie wouldn't have to burn his splash if he hit that bouncing bomb, but kill secure nonetheless.
Secure nonetheless. So Mundo and Renekton, the two BT top lanes, win the Licker now in a bit of trouble. Gonna use his Q to jump over to that camp. Gonna farm it out at the same time as well. And this time round, on his Lee Sin, Riddlesand is working out a little bit more for him. He has not been helping his team much at all, but they don't really need that much of help. But he's been going into Hallelujah's jungle, consistently taking those Wraiths and Wolves away from him. But Singapore Sentinels are going to be able to take this tower.
Singapore Sentinels will be able to secure that mid lane outer turret, and here we have Cryonics as well as Kyling trying to battle it out against Crazy Pineapple. The play goes in and the Death Sentence.
Cryonics going to take it out solo again. Crazy Pineapple has so much damage. He is solo himself as well. Scumbag's going to flash and gets the whip down onto Cryonics, and will take him down as BenW as well has to flash away from Douchebag, throws in those championship trophies to continue the slow down onto the Crazy Crocodile, who is literally zoning him away from the tower right now. Lee Sin might be able to come around and help out. He will be able to safeguard over the wall. He's going to get behind Mundo here. It's going to look bad for BenW right now. He does no flash. Mega Inferno Bomb is going to try and help his teammate out, but Windowlicker will get taken down really low by Chowie. Will the bouncing bomb hit? It will not, as the flash comes out for Windowlicker to keep himself safe.
That's right. I think there's very good rotations as well as very good game sense coming in from game number 2 from Exiles. What we have here is that BenW isn't too comfortable, as we can see on Mundo at this point of time. Mundo should beat out most champions in the top lane, and Douchebag is able to assert his authority and get BenW down quite low. We have good rotations coming from Windowlicker, and Microlatios has just been kind of shut down in the mid lane a bit. Chowie, and that is why Chowie has been able to make these rotations, throwing the Mega Inferno Bomb, but sadly his rotations hasn't been able to pick up any kills just yet.
So I'm really surprised that the Singapore Sentinels have gone for this Lucian pickup, because they have gone for the Jinx as often as possible in the Legend circuit so far, and Chronic seems very comfortable on Jinx. He did do well on Lucian early, but the pickup of Graves by Crazy Pineapple has really caught the Singapore Sentinels off guard. He's been playing very well on Graves so far. It's not a champion that we see often at all in the Greener Premier League or the Legend circuit, and Crazy Pineapple, I said before the game, does well on Graves. He can play Graves very well, but him and Scumbag have been playing exceptionally well. The Death Sentence have been really crucial so far. You see the stun goes on to Scumbag. Chronix getting a ton of damage down. Hallelujah's going to come up with the Cataclysm, but Chronix will be able to pick up the easy kill onto Scumbag. They're going to get some extra damage down onto Crazy Pineapple as Windowlicker comes in to try and help his teammate out. He's going to jump in onto Kylie and get some damage down, but do not much else.
Yeah, so what happened there was, I honestly want to attribute most of the ganks in the bot lane, or there's the kill secures in the bot lane, to Scumbag. He's been landing very good Death Sentence. But right now we saw Hallelujah just make a beeline immediately for the the bottom lane. High lane goes in for the stun and just a flash as well as knock up, and Cataclysm combo was able to pick up Scumbag quite cleanly.
There was a little bit of a misplay coming from NW there, and really shows his understanding of Mundo, or lack of understanding of Mundo. He used his ultimate when he was at maximum health, and it does about 20 to 30% of your maximum health in terms of damage to even use it. So he chunked himself by a ton of health just to pop that ultimate. If he used it a little bit later, after Douchebag got some damage down onto him, which Douchebag was about to do and going for a trade, there you go, 20% of your current health, sorry. So if NW used that ultimate after taking some damage from Douchebag, it would have costed him less health, and he would have been healthier than he already is.
That's right. It does seem that the flow of the game at this moment, or at least the goal flow of this game, is in the favor of ISG Exile. We see certain items being picked up onto both teams already, and some of the core items have been hit. To me, at this point of time, Graves may decide to go for a Bloodthirster into Last Whisper combination, or has that Infinity Edge option available for himself as well. But at this point of time, no one has really gained complete control of the map. I don't think either team can win on in a straight out 5v5 team fight. But Chawi at 2-0-0 with 155 CS at this point of time will be completing the death cap. After a while, he has picked up the pieces at this point of time, and his nuke and damage coming out from Ziggs in itself is going to be very high.
So I like the single for Sentinels' creativity in terms of their ganks, but I really love the brute force that ISG are using right now. I like Windowlicker's playstyle. This suits him so much more. Farming the jungle, waiting for things that he can secure easily, as we might see Hallelujah is going to jump it on the Scumbag. He has no flash this time. Mega Bomb is going to take him down so low. Lucian should be able to pick this one after the dazzle. He will take it down with some style points, throwing out that star as well. Picking up a nice kill onto Douchebag. Scumbag, sorry.
So what happened there was that as Scumbag went in for the ward, he got caught out by Hallelujah, got in with the Black Lens combo as well. Cataclysm, now a dazzle comes out onto Crazy Pineapple.
Pineapple's gonna get knocked up or not, as Hallelujah misses that flag Lance combo. He's gonna flash to try and get out of there, but Chronix will be able to pick him up and go on to a killing spree as well. Getting a lot of damage onto the spot lane tower as well. They will be able to pick this one up.
My question there was, why was Crazy Pineapple still staying in the bottom lane? We had 3 members, he saw 3 members, all at extremely high health, go in to kill Scumbag, and he still stuck around the bottom lane, and SGS just completely punished him for it.
NW though might be in trouble as Windowlicker is going to jump to wall, kicks him away. He's going to pop his ultimate for a lot of regeneration. Ignite is ticking on him to stop that regeneration. Douchebag's going to continue diving in onto it. Ben going to flash over the wall, but Microlatis is there for the cleanup. But still, so close from Ben there. The clutch flash there was really unexpected. It looked like he wanted to chase down Windowlicker to get a nice cleaver off and get a few punches in here and there, but
Microlatios with that rotation.
Good rotations coming out from ISG once again.
That's right. ISG shows that they really know how to work this team comp right now, and it's not mainly about the team composition itself, but the fact that they are so cohesive as a team. Easily there we could see Douchebag as well as Windowlicker pick up that kill onto SGS Ben W. Had he not have his flash up, Ben W would certainly have gone down. But I don't think Exiles knew that his flash was up. I don't think that Exiles, at least SGS, knew that Microlatios was actually making the rotation. Now has Ben W making that flash. Microlatios come in, knows that he needs to back up his team, and picks up a kill for himself just because of those fancy moves by Ben W.
So looking at the 2 junglers right now, Hallelujah with the boots of mobility and the spirit of the ancient golem, he's really been helping out his team. He's 0-0-5, whereas Windowlicker, going for the Wriggles Lantern, has been farming it out a bit more. Has 70 minion score, which is 20 ahead, but he's only granted an extra 358 gold from that Wriggles Lantern, and to be honest, I don't think that's worth it at all, unless he's playing the scale better into the late game somehow, and that would still take some time, because 400 gold 20 minutes in, to even pay off that Wriggles Lantern, he needs to do what he is doing and more to pay it off by the 40-minute mark. And by then, if Hallelujah can really start to help the single percentiles out compared to just farming out in the jungle, it will hinder ISG performing in this game. There are 2,000 gold ahead. We see a fight take place. Windowlick is going to get knocked back by Chowie. Chowie is going to flash bro, as we do see him safeguard over by a ward, as the Mega Inferno Bomb not going to hit anybody. Windowlick is just going to casually walk away from the team. Mundo, though, is going to find him as he jumps over onto the race. He's going to ward jump once again. The trophy will miss, though. Windowlick now in a bit of trouble. The dazzle will come out from Kylie. I do not think he can ward jump once again. The cleaver is going to hit him once again. Douchebag now trying to run away. One more cleaver will be enough, but no, Windowlick really has to do something here to get away from this. He's going to smite to get that extra lifesteal. Well, spell vamp, sorry, and one more cleaver. Come on, Ben, throw that championship trophy and we'll pick him up.
That's right, so we do have a little bit of a messy fight down there. Windowlicker being picked up in the lane itself. We have Hallelujah going in for this comeback here.
So Scumbag taking out so low from the AD carry. Cataclysm is probably going to flash straight out of that one, though. Now Douchebag's the prime target for the single percentiles. He's going to get knocked back by that satchel charge. The bouncing bomb will just barely miss as well for that last tick of damage. Single percentiles do have to poke, though, to siege this tower easily.
That's right, and we may see SGS decide to go in onto this one. The members of Exile are quite low, and it does seem that SGS's lane dominance in the mid lane from Chowie did try to pick up quite a bit and managed to do some more to the turret, allowing them to pick that up. Hallelujah is here in the blue buff to try to counter jungle that one away, and it does seem that there has been a lot of skirmishes so far between SGS as well as Exiles. After that one, SGS do secure some of the gold back, and now Exiles only have a 1,000 gold advantage.
So something interesting I want to point out as well is early on when we saw that Windowlicker wanted to make his great escape, if he just continued walking down this path that's just above Chowie, he would have lived. But the fact that he wanted to use his Q, the Sonic Wave Resonating Strike, over into the Rave Camp and found a Wild Mundo that suddenly appeared, he got decimated because of that. And if he continued walking towards Renekton, who was coming to his aid, he would have lived from that easily.
Yeah, so a little bit of slight misplay coming out from Windowlicker, and there we have Cryonics here getting caught out.
He's gonna be able to use his Relentless Pursuit, though, to dash away and kind of just juke out the rest of ISG. Now they're gonna run for their lives, as we're gonna see Kyling aggressively chase down the ISG members there. Did have Hallelujah for backup as well. Now Ben W and Douchebag, top lane tanky champions. Ignite does go down onto Ben W, though. His regenerative skills are gonna be hindered by 50% as he's gonna throw more championship trophies at Douchebag. He's now gonna turn the fight. Dominance is popped on Douchebag, though. Colimic has just been used, so that's a burst of Douchebag's damage, and he flashes away from that one. A little bit questionable as Ben W puts down that pink ward, but now Chowie's going to come in. So it's Hallelujah. Douchebag's going to go in onto Ben W once again. Mega Inferno Bomb will just hit his own teammate, as Ben W will be able to pick up Douchebag by himself. There a little bit of assist coming in from Hallelujah and Chowie, though.
I like what Ben W did there. Ben W knew that he may not have been able to take that 1v1 fight against Douchebag at this point of time, but he decided to try to wait it out. He stood just out of turret range so that Douchebag would think that, okay, I have my dominance ultimate up, so I will deal percent health damage. Mundo doesn't have his sadism anymore. I still have to call the Meek soon after it comes out for the second cycle of rotations to try to pick that one up. Too bad he tunnel vision to that one, because what we had there was we saw Hallelujah and Chowie make the rotation, and by the time Douchebag realized, he was like, oh no, I'm in trouble, and he went down for his little bit of greediness onto SGS Ben W.
I do have to compliment Douchebag in that situation, though, because the first blood that Singapore Sentinels picked up in the top lane with the rotation from Chowie and Hallelujah once again, also did flash aggressively and try to take down BenW with the Ignite, and Stun combo was not able to do so. But in that situation, once again, he knew that his chances of escaping are possible, but very unlikely. So instead, he tried to go for BenW and try to salvage the situation for a 1-for-1 trade. And 9 times out of 10, that won't work. But the one time it does work out, it is a huge boost to not only your morale and your teams, but also keeps the gold score even. And they're ahead of the single percenters by about 3,000 gold now. And I don't think the single percenters expect this, being so far ahead in terms of kills and even on objectives so far.
Yeah, that's right. They are mainly ahead because of the slight CS lead being taken by both Window Licker as well as Douchebag here in the top lane and the jungle. And it does seem that in some ways, in itself, even though you don't like this Wriggle Slanter pickup, he has netted him about 500 gold. This kind of pays back for the parts in the Warden's Mill in itself, and well, I think that's not extremely important, but still a gold lead nonetheless.
I'm still trying to figure out where majority of this gold is coming from, though. I feel like it's from the 2 dragon pickups that we saw ISG were able to secure. They were even able to get a sneaky dragon off with just Scumbag and Crazy Pineapple attempting that one, but still, just
yeah, all the gold is mainly in just, I don't know, it's in mainly Window Licker as well as Scumbag's hands.
You're gonna see Scumbag though. Mega Inferno Bomb was popped by Chowie to try and save his hide there. Ultimate is gonna come out from Crazy Pineapple. He will flash in. Well, actually dash in to pick to pick that one up, as Hallelujah just says no Cataclysm and destroys people as Douchebag gets a shutdown onto Chronics. Kai Ling now is trying to be the manly target that he is and chase down Douchebag, but now Window Licker, he's gonna just say no, Kylie, you do not hurt my friends, and just continually bashing on this red Tarek right here. Hallelujah's gonna try and come in and save his friend and just say stop, please. Don't hurt my supporters. BenW now gonna fancy his chances against Crazy Pineapple, but what is BenW doing?
What is BenW doing? And here Michael Latius pulls in onto Hallelujah, pops the explosive cast to knock him to the side, and it does seem that Hallelujah wants fancy his chances of sticking around. That may have gone very differently. Window Licker was on the side waiting.
Would have gone very differently, but that was sloppy once again from the single Sentinels. Chowie getting caught out there. Crazy Pineapple was able to pick up that kill. Hallelujah with the save, but Chronics and Kai Ling. Chronics going down in a 2-on-1 situation. That is unexpected there, and Kai Ling himself almost went down as well. He tried to go for that last-ditch dazzle for a little bit of damage to see if it would take down Douchebag, but there's no way support is going to be able to deal that much damage to the top laner this late into the game.
Yeah, so we do have Exiles 26 minutes into the game. Even turret score, kill scores pretty much even, but the goal lead is still at about 2,500 gold in favor of Exiles. The dragon pickups from them should be mainly why most of the kills, or at least the gold lead, has been happening. And Window Licker as well as Scumbag are the ones that have been occurring that gold lead at this point of time. Top lane's pretty much even. In the jungle, like I said, that's mainly some of the gold. In the mid lane, Chowie is slightly ahead. Bot lane's just about even, 50 gold difference, and in the support lane, there we have a little bit more gold differential again.
Dragon time though, as Crazy Pineapple gets caught out. BenW is going to pop that ultimate to try and chase up Mega Inferno Bomb. He's going to take out Soto. BenW will pick up the kill onto Graves here. Now Window Licker is in a little bit of trouble. He's going to safeguard away to his teammates, but still going to be slow. Going to jump over to those double golems for a little bit of extra escape, and actually farm those ones up for style points before running away.
That's right, and SGS there making a incredible pick coming down to Crazy Pineapple. The moment that trophy hit for the Infected Cleaver, Crazy Pineapple was just finished.
He was finished there, and Crazy Pineapple, the AD carry, cannot tank too much damage. The Mega Inferno Bomb alone did a absolute ton of damage to Crazy Pineapple, and good play coming up from Singapore Sentinels. Now Windowlick is in a lot of trouble. He's going to splash actually over to this rush. He's going to use his Sonic Wave Resonating Strike to just kind of jump away. Going to walk into the Wild Wraith camp. Once again, no Wild Mundo does appear. And then he's going to go over to red buff. So, great escape, Lee Sin.
Great escape, Lee Sin, and Cryonics didn't really manage to.
Still,
wow.
Windowlick, what are you doing?
He moved from the mid lane all the way up to the...
And to be fair, Singapore Sentinels did actually just continue to chase. We see Blue Wraith was taken away by Greg instead of Cryonics walking around to this double bonus, but to be fair, the Singapore Sentinels did chase him fairly far there.
Yeah, and not only that, he was lucky, Windowlicker was actually lucky that Cryonics, as we see on your screen here, now drinking his little Matrix reference here, missed his relentless pursuit over the brush, and he just kind of relentless pursuit, hit the wall, and damn, couldn't pick up the kill.
So Windowlicker has been the man of many escapes and jukes so far. His impact to the game for ISG has been minimal, but still significant to them. I really feel like his goal right now is to really try to outscale the Singapore Sentinels with his Wriggles Lantern. Tough to say, but he's gotten 650 gold from that Wriggles Lantern alone. So if he does sell it, it would have benefited him in terms of picking up as an item, but it does not cover the entire cost yet and does not give him free stats just yet, unless he does sell that. So he should be slightly ahead of Hallelujah right now, but Hallelujah has managed to pick up 7 assists and a kill for himself. So he has helped the Singapore Sentinels stay in this game so far by providing assistance to these lanes and also in the multiple team fights that have taken place. Singapore Sentinels were also able to pick up the Dragon early on, which we saw when we saw Crazy Pineapple was taken down by SGS.
I'd like to point out a little bit of the vision control before any sort of fight kind of breaks out. Aside from these two wards here, we may see some sort of control in the main river parts of the brush by Exiles in itself, and most of the choke points have been warded up by SGS. And let's take a look here. Why does Ben W have 2 water smells? Is he going for a Frozen Heart into Randuin's Omen combination? I'm not exactly sure on that one.
To be fair, if Ben W can tank Graves and just run at him and throw infected trophies at him, there's not much he can do. As we're going to see, Kai Ling though has to flash over the wall. The Resonating Strike will not land onto him. Will escape from that safely, but still had to burn a flash to get out of that situation. And if Mundo can charge at Crazy Pineapple, take 0 damage from him, there's not much that Crazy Pineapple can do besides take a Dark Passage or get peeled by his teammates. He's actually going to sell one of his Warden mail, so
that was a misbuy coming from Ben W, so
Ben W, what have you done?
A little bit of a Dyrus there. A little bit of an oopsie. So he wastes about, let's see, he wastes about
300 gold.
About 300 gold coming in, or slightly more than that actually.
So that's a kill that Ben W has wasted for his team so far. So a little bit of a misplay, but it does happen.
This game
does happen.
Is a lot slower than the first game. It does seem that what Exiles have been doing is keeping SGS in check, and Ben W hasn't been that dominating top lane presence that we saw in game number 1. What Exiles have been doing here is that matching the rotations, or at least putting on some good rotations to trade objectives or possibly kills against Singapore Sentinels, and they're just happy to kind of farm it out. My problem with this on Exile's decision is that Lee Sin is going to fall off a little bit more than Jarvan in the late game, and so will Renekton, because Mundo coming into the late game, after you stack a bunch of health, you're just going to regenerate it back and start tanking and soaking up a lot of damage. Cryonics as well as Chowie on the other hand will kind of scale better into the late game, I feel, because the burst damage coming out from Ziggs as well as the burst damage coming out from Lucian in itself will allow them to try to snipe away even the frontliners of Exiles and just try to destroy them as much as possible. But on Exile's hand though, the initiation coming from SGS, from Hallelujah, then W as well as Kyling will put them in a very bad position, and when you're in a bad position, that makes you very susceptible to explosive casts. And
what is Crazy Pineapple doing? He might get taken down here. Mega Inferno Bomb will take him down so low. We're not looking down a lot. Charlie will take down Scumbag. What was Crazy Pineapple doing? Great Escape is not possible there when there is no raid cam, but what?
Okay, I can answer that question at least. Crazy Pineapple went in with the dash to get the last hit onto that vision wall there.
Oh goodness, and he stepped over a Hextech minefield there and took another bouncing bomb to the face. This should be banned for the Singapore Sentinels. I don't see how Neo.iSg Exile can stop this. They were ahead of the Singapore Sentinels. They were doing well, but
now the goal score is even after Singapore Sentinels pick up their Baron, and what a play from Crazy Pineapple. Why did he go in with the quick draw? And that costed his team the gold lead as well as the Baron. Scumbag had to sacrifice his life just to save Crazy Pineapple. He was nearly taken down by the Mega Inferno Bomb coming in from Ziggs. Had he not had his barrier, that would have been 2 kills in favor of SGS.
I know, still so close to Crazy Pineapple getting taken down, despite flashing and using barrier in that situation. And wow, still kind of hard to believe that he actually just went in. It's not only that he used the quick draw to dash in, he dashed in onto a minefield, which, who does that against in front of the entire front line?
Who does that? Someone crazy. And Crazy Pineapple, well, he lives up to his name, I feel.
Fair
after that one play.
So now the single Sentinels do have that barrier buff, and just look at Kyling's health bars. Crazy Pineapple already in a bit of trouble here. The Dark Passage is thrown. There's the Mega Inferno Bomb. It's not even needed, as we're going to see. That was pretty much a solo kill coming out from Cryonix. Wow. Frag from Hallelujah to help them out. And who said the Kyling does no damage?
Well, if you get hit by the Kyling from Cryonix, who has the Trinity Force Blood Censor and Last Whisper combo, and you eat that all 11 bullets coming out from the Kyling can become a really deadly skill.
So Bouncing Bomb is going to be able to be a crucial factor for sieging up this tower, I feel. Singapore Sentinels will have that good wave clear and poke potential as well. They're actually going to rotate down. Ben W has to split pushing this bottom lane. Did pick up that Randuin's Omen, sorry, and sold that extra Warden's Mail that he accidentally picked up. But now Singapore Sentinels should be able to take down this turret relatively easily. Crazy Pineapple will be up for this next fight if it does take place, but Baron up SGS. Just look at how much damage Window Licker takes alone. Hallelujah is going to go in here. I do not think they'll go for the initiate. I do feel ISG might even try to initiate onto Singapore Sentinels, but no, this tower will get taken down. There's the ultimate coming out. Cataclysm is used. Macrolad is stuck in the pit. Has to flash out of that one. Now Douchebag in trouble. Crazy Pineapple will snipe Hallelujah though. Just look at his health. That's a 1 Mega Inferno Bomb. Bouncing Bomb will not hit. The Satchel Charge will knock Lee Sin out of position, but it's a 1-for-1 trade, and good snipe from Crazy Pineapple, but still, Mega Inferno Bomb, so much damage.
Yeah,
they're
look at
still
that.
gonna fight there though.
Wow!
Cryonix will snipe away Macrolad. Now, Window Licker, the great escape artist, is not. Well, he will be able to escape once again. He is the great escape artist, and this tower is gonna go down again. That was a disgusting snipe. Very disgusting snipe.
That was a disgusting snipe only because Exiles decided to stick around in that fight. If they did not stick around, I do not expect SGS to have taken down 2 inhibitors as well as the inhibitor turrets there. And we will be going to a replay to see that insane burst damage coming out. So why are they standing there? Standing over a ward, gets hit by the culling, by the piercing light as well as the ardent blaze, and picks up the kill.
If Michael Arias did not body slam in that direction, he would not have died. He body slammed into a bouncing bomb that already bounced over him. So he just killed himself, pretty much.
Yep.
So that's the second player to use the dash into
the trap, I would say.
The trap.
So Chowie showing how he can predict the movement of champions. No, I think he was just lucky.
Look, compare Ben W's health bars to Kailing right now. That's Ben W. Here we have Kailing, who's almost exactly the same. When support champion looks that beefy, that means you're in a little bit of trouble.
This is turning out to be an extremely different game. We saw earlier Exiles as well as SGS going so-called even in most of the skirmishes, and that was when Exiles had a 3,000 gold lead. The moment Crazy Pineapple kind of decided to quick draw into an explosive minefield to pick up that one last hit onto the pink ward, the Baron was gifted to SGS, and they actually managed to get an additional 3,000 gold from that Baron and get the gold lead back, or at least get the goal score back into a tie. And the moment that happens,
you see, there we go. Scumbag almost gets taken down. ISG really needs to fight this one though. It's a good fight for them. They can get it off, but no. The tower is down. That's all three inhibitor towers down. Douchebag's now locked up. He's gonna get stuck in the cataclysm. Venom is gonna flash over. He gets knocked towards Crazy Pineapple as well. Kailing though, look how tanky he is. As Charlie's gonna go on a killing spree. Venom is just walking all over the members of ISG. Scumbag might get taken down by Chronix here. Windowleg is getting taken down. So Crazy Pineapple has to dash away. Chronix still gonna dash a little bit suicidal there. He's not gonna get taken down. Still has the Guardian's Angel. There's the bouncy bomb. The explosive minefield will not be able to pick anyone up. This should be Singapore Sentinels taking down the inhibitors. All the inhibitors are down. Scumbag's gonna run at the Singapore Sentinels. Now Windowleg is gonna continue chasing in. Hallelujah is gonna come back into this fight. There's the stun onto Windowleg. What is Chronix doing? He's jumped straight into Crazy Pineapple. Picks up the kill. That the cunning has been popped once again. That's how extended this team fight has been. And Singapore Sentinels will close out this game with the aid of the huge minion wave that they have. And they're going to go 2-1 up, taking 2 games of this best of 5 so far.
Wow.